What's up, everybody? This is Zach with StrictlyShisha, and we'll be joined with Wayne in a minute. We are doing the KM prints today. This is the Oxide version. This is a hookah of the year, basically. Everyone's been talking about this. It's the one that everyone wants to get their hands on. So we have a review for you guys today. So we'll start off with the stem. One of the most important things I've noticed about the stem is the etchings here. I'm going to turn it on the down stem. This to me is one of a kind. I don't have any other stems that are like this. The attention to detail in this hookah is amazing. It is made of brass. It is very heavy. You can see that. Look at that. The Oxide version doesn't look like the oxidation will wear off. It looks like it's almost like a paint, which on my KM Beast Mini I was worried about. The detail in this is crazy. I mean, when we opened the box, our jaws were dropped. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Close up of that, you can see. We actually purchased this from Ultimate Hookah from Neiman over there. He was very nice. This is a top tray. You can see the etchings in here. Khalil Mamoon. The bottom tray, the base tray actually. Look, you can see me. And this did come with a jumbo base, black to match. This right here is the piece that attaches to the top. It screws on. It's threaded. I was actually worried about these threads possibly getting stuck, but it seems to be machine honed very nicely. This goes on top of the stem here and attaches so you can attach your tray. And if you guys are not familiar with this, this is supposed to be designed after the Al-Fakhr solid, and hence the base tray, the design, this very sleek design here, and the screwed on adapter here. And we actually have smoked an Al-Fakhr solid before, and we'll get into the differences there. But look-wise, this is a more modern, intricate design of the Al-Fakhr solid. So we're going to set this up and tell you guys how it smokes. This is the KM Prince Oxide setup. Wayne likes to keep... Oh, black oxide. Forgive me for leaving out a detail. But this is where Wayne likes to keep his water level with the diffuser on there. I usually put my water level up to here, which is a big difference, but as you'll see, it doesn't really make a difference in the jumbo base. And we have actually noticed that the pull is very different in a jumbo base than it is on a traditional KM Bell base. We put this on a KM Bell base, and there was a lot less restriction. But this is right here. I'll zoom in right here. That's where the water level is. We've tried it up here. We tried it here. Doesn't really make that much of a difference.
It's a lot better now.
The bottom tray, see the detail here? This hookah is definitely a showstopper. Very aesthetically pleasing, as some people would like to say. People walk in and they're like, wow, that is a beautiful hookah. It's very, very heavy. It compares to my Sheikah hookahs, my Almas. For the size, it's one of my heaviest hookahs. These are the tongs it came with. Cheap KM tongs. These are going in the trash eventually. And we have the Alien Mini on top. It came with a non-washable cheetah print, very interesting looking hose. We actually don't use that. We prefer washable hoses, so we'll be smoking with a fancy hose today. We'll let this heat up and tell you more about it. Alright, so we're back smoking. We have the KM Prince Black Oxide, as I was corrected. It's the most important black part. Set up, we have the jumbo base on the bottom, like I said, the base tray, the stem, we have the top tray, and we're actually smoking with the stock hose to show you with, no bias on using a fancy hose with different restriction or anything. And Wayne will show you the hookah, the hose a little closer.
So, the hose itself, it's a little bit different than the standard KM hoses. It's gonna look like this, and I guess it's gonna have like animal printing, cheetah. I don't know.
It's kind of cool. I like it. I think it's a very pretty hose, and it suits the style of the hookah.
So it's been going on for around 15-20 minutes of smoking.
Yeah. And we also want to point out this is the bowl it came with, standard Egyptian bowl. And as I'll point out later on, this is the same bowl I got with my Sheikah. I think, from what I understand, these hookahs, the KMs, are probably made in Egypt somewhere. Probably in the same factory that these Sheikahs are made, and all the other hookahs. So the bowl is the exact same bowl I got with my Sheikah.
So the setup today is Tangiers Alien Funnel, 4 Cocoa Ultimates, and Tangiers Berkeley Crociata.
And we did actually do a how to pack this earlier, so we're kind of doubling up. So check that video out if you want to know how to pack the bowl.
So it's been smoking 20 minutes with 4 Cocoa Ultimates, and we'll show you some clouds before we start getting into detail about the prints.
We don't like this hose, by the way. We prefer only smoke out of washable hoses, so we'll swap out with the fancy hose later and show you a little more open draw. So let's first start off when Wayne got this hookah. He got it from Ultimate Hookah. It actually didn't have a problem when he got it. The base was cracked and had a minor pinhole in it, so when you filled it up with water, the water would kind of shoot out and obviously an air leak. But Neiman was really nice. He sent him a replacement base, and we're actually not using it. We just kind of taped it for now. But it smokes really well. We had to adjust the water lines a little bit. We were doing about halfway up, about an inch and a half above the bottom bell. There's a diffuser on it, which is just for the video purposes, and we also like smoke with diffuser. It's a lot quieter and stuff.
So to get into detail of things, one of my favorite parts about this hookah is the details within it. The top and bottom tray, both engraved as in order, I guess, as reminiscent to the AF Solid.
To give tribute to the amazing hookah that was. And you can see, I mean, the etchings here are very similar to like what the AF Solid has, and the base tray is, you know, classic what they had too.
Another big thing I really like is all the engravings, the oxide details, and the etchings involved in it. If you look through it, the oxide is actually a lot better quality compared to the previous ones before. All the etchings up here of the wheats, and I guess Sanskrit.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not fluent.
And I guess this, I'm going to call it bejeweling. It looks like glitter, but
I don't think it's coming off though. I mean, it's really nicely done, and if you have other KMs and stuff, you'll see the difference between these etchings and normal KM etchings. I mean, these are very detailed. I mean, they're very deep. I mean, the attention to detail when they made this hookah was, I mean, it was superb. And as I keep saying, I mean, the Shika and the Alfakar Solid, I mean, these are all kind of looking the same now. I mean, the tapered design, I think it's a little bit of Syrian influence. I think they're all probably made in the same factory somewhere. I mean, this has to be Syrian influence in the way that this detail was. So the same quality you're probably getting with a Syrian in terms of detail, this has that. So it's a nice combination of flow from a KM and design and build quality of like a Syrian. Brass hookah, so it should last you forever. And the thing about brass versus stainless steel, it diffuses heat a lot better. So, I mean, we're getting nice cold smoke. I mean, there's only tap water in the base. It's hitting very nicely. So in terms of the way it looks versus the way it smokes, this is a perfect balance. I mean, some hookahs are very beautiful. They don't hit very well. I mean, this hits perfectly and it looks amazing. People walk through the door and they're like, oh my god, like what is that? Wayne, new hookah? Like this is crazy looking. I mean, they love it. So we're really enjoying it. We're actually going to swap out to the fancy hose because I'm getting tired of this one. So you want to touch on the restriction a little bit? Because that was one of my main concerns when we first got it.
Compared to my KM Double Pro, the restrictions, it's a little bit tighter restriction, but not that much. Initially, we tried all sorts of water level, like here, lower, much higher. But we eventually found one right above this line, a little bit above. Honestly, it's not that big of a restriction where it's going to make your jaw sore, but you're ending up with good smoke at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice, you feel like you're smoking, but you're not like really sucking on anything. It's not like a throat hit or anything like that. I think it's a little more restriction than what I'm used to, maybe what I like even. It's not like your normal KM. It's not like wide open draw, like you're just, I mean, like you're breathing. I mean, there's some restriction to it. And it does help after you change out the hose to a more open hose. You put a beast hose on this, and I mean, you won't even notice, but we like smoking with a fancy hose. To compare this to the Alfakar Solid pull, I mean, this is about the same. The Shika, I feel like this is a little more open, so you get a nice balance. You know, if you're a little bit worried about the restriction, I mean, give it a try. So the purge on this hookah, a lot of people like to purge when they smoke out of habit, or some people want to clear the stale smoke out of the base. This is a jumbo base, so you have to keep that in mind. So there's a lot of volume in here that you have to clear. So it's a very easy purge, very smooth purge, but it's going to take a few breaths. So I'll show you purging right now. It's full? All right.
So like Zach said, it's a big base, so it's going to take a while to really clear it out, but this is honestly as good as we can really get to with 1 or 2.
I mean, it's pretty empty now, and you'll see it filling back up, but I don't mind it. He actually has a plastic BB in here, so it's nice and light. You don't have to really, blow out or anything. It doesn't really get stuck. Actually, a tip if you guys didn't know, we actually oil those beads in the middle. We either Pam or Crisco or something, or olive oil, whatever you want to put on there. Just something safe to inhale, obviously. And it prevents it from getting stuck, kind of keeps the dirt off, which is really a good trick if you guys didn't know.
So we're going to do some few pulls just to show you how it is. Overall, we do like it compared to my Double Pro.
It looks better, and we're still getting great cloud, so what more can you ask for? Beautiful Hookah, great quality. Wayne's going to have this for many years from now, so it's a great buy. I would definitely suggest buying one. Especially, he mentioned the price point. Yeah, it's $200 if you can find it on sale. This is a good buy.
However, if you search the interwebs, you can find some coupons, just like we did.
We won't tell you what those coupons are. I'm not saying yet. We're going to enjoy our session. Thank you guys for watching. And Wayne, thanks for letting us smoke your hookah.
No problem. And follow us on Instagram if you haven't. Personal account is Bruce Wayne.
ZKimG1 or StrictlyShisha. And definitely like, comment, subscribe. This was our first hookah review. We've done a few packing videos and stuff. We got a lot more hookahs to put out. We have Almas, Fumos, a bunch of KMs, KM Mini Beast coming out soon. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. It's my birthday today, actually, and we're putting out videos for you guys, like I said in the video last night. So you guys enjoy.
All right, let's watch.